Alright. Go ahead and give me a performance check there.
Uh, as she pulls out the other flute to begin to play, I would look over to Vallen reading and writing in his book, sitting against the edge of the cave wall, and I would take the pan flute down and kind of hold it across my stomach with my hands crossed and taking a big breath. Do you ever miss your people, Vallen?
I'll look up at Rhaegar and say, every day. Every single day.
As you sit here, writing and reading your book, and we play music and talk with one another.
Quick question, do you look at my book?
I saw it last game. I know that it's doesn't have any writing in it.
Yeah, but are you looking at it right now?
I'll roll perception to see if I am. I'm just talking to you, but I mean, if DM wants me to see it or not, or do you want me to see
Up
it?
to you two.
I'll say, like, if you roll a 15 or above, you see something that you're not
Okay.
supposed to.
All right, that works for me. So I'm
I'm down.
basically like, definitely don't see it.
Okay.
I'm like saying to you, as we sit here together and play music, gather our thoughts, it reminds me of being back on the steppes with my people of the Storm Hill. Though I will never return. Gemma knows this. This is why she stays with me and plays the songs that she does.
I have a question about Gamma. How do you know what she is? You seem to recognize her as being one of you, but when I look at her, I see a little goblin girl.
When Vallen says that, I go, it shows what you know about Goliath, Southern man.
I mean no offense, my friend. It's just, I look at you and I see a 7.5 foot tall man, and I look at her and I see a little green girl. And I just wonder, did you all adopt her into your tribe, or she was could I join your tribe?
As you say those
Uh,
things
just-
to
I'm
Rhaegar,
merely curious, my friend.
he ponders your thoughts for a moment, and he says, as you say, adopted. I don't know if that word means anything to my people. She was here one day, but before that, not. I do not question Crom's judgment, or how the fates blow people into one's lives and then out again, like the passing sands of time or the snowdrifts, as the death and decay pass over the tundra waste. People come, people go. Gemma has stayed. The longer we travel together, my wizard friend, the more Goliath you become too.
Well, uh, and like Valen looks at Rhaegar and he says, "You mean that you've never questioned anything? You've just blatantly gone with the blind belief of your gods? This is new to me. He's like looking around and he says, I do not work like this. I am a man of many questions, and I tend to ask a lot. Do you have anything of your people? Something like maybe bones or rocks or a crystal or teeth, maybe?"
When he says this, I reach down into the collar of my cold weather gear shirt or whatever the hell it is.
Hmm.
And I pull a leather cord out that attached to the end with just a primitive looking knot is a bone pendant, and it's a piece of scrimshaw carved in the shape of a panther.
Mhm.
And I would lift it up so that he could see it, and then I kind of motion as though like if he wants me to take it off so that he can look at it closely, I'll remove it from my neck.
May I?
Uh, so I lift the necklace over my head and past the hood, and I let it gently descend down into his hand, and the leather string coils up. And I say, Goliath are not sentimental people for many things or possessions. The Stormhill tribe moves often. It is easier to keep only what is most important. This
Would you
was given
say-
to me by my father's father, and belonged to a strange man, dark gray skin. A traveler, much like yourself. I do not know if it has meaning to the Goliath, but it has meaning to Reighar.
What would you, out of game, assess its value being?
It's just a piece of scrimshaw, so I don't know. That's up to DM. I mean, it's ornately carved, and it's a wooden panther necklace or a bone
DM.
panther necklace.
Would you allow
Uh,
me to use this as a object? I mean, it could be under the 25 gold value, but I was going to allow him to have a reading of Augury. I was going to use it as an implement to allow him to ask any question. Actually, there's dragon bones around, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's fresh dragon bones.
I'm going to ice dragon. I could use an ice dragon tooth or something. Is there anything that I could pluck from this dragon that would equal 25 gold and be used as like I could attach to a string? I would like to use his necklace.
You can
For
use
me,
the
that
necklace.
cool.
Yeah,
So
because the jackal's already gotten after those corpses. So
okay.
I mean, all you need to do is tell me you want something and I'll give it to you.
yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'll end up
Unless it's a
asking
hand.
him. I'll ask him before we leave. I'll be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
you
is
mean
there
like a hand?
yeah.
If you ask nicely.
But what I will do is I will hold the
Too funny.
necklace and allow the cord to roll down to about, let's say like a foot, and allow the panther to like kind of dangle, and there I will hold it up into the air, and it will start to move and rotate in a circle before his eyes. And I will say to him, "Do you have any questions? I might be able to answer them for you, my friend. Maybe something that you've always wondered. I can give you up to 4 answers. It's almost like a yes or a no. If you have any questions, you're free to ask, and I'll spend 10 minutes performing the ritual as he tells me what if he wants."
Yeah, so Rhaegar would say,
okay. All right,
I am
4 questions.
I am quite suspicious of your magic, friend, but I trust you, Vallen. My first question is this. Is the little girl from the ship real?
And I will say some strange words, and I guess the wind will blow at my back, kind of going rushing out this down this icy tube, and the medallion his pendant will start to rotate counterclockwise, so kind of going in the opposite direction now. It's like the wind stopped it and then just rotated in the opposite direction. So wheel is for good results. Woe is for bad results. Wheel and woe for both good and bad results, or I could receive absolutely nothing.
So to the question about is the little girl real?
I just whispered some stuff in the chat too. If you guys are on VTT and have the chat window open.
Let's see.
Yeah, the DM has to answer.
Yeah, so I have to answer. So it's not really. So it's not really. The question is the little girl real? Now, Rhaegar, when you ask that question, you pose
The only
that
thing you have to
question,
tell me is wheel, and woe, or you tell me nothing at all. Because we can't. I
wheel,
can't.
yeah, wheel
Yeah.
and woe,
Okay.
wheel and
So
woe.
I will say, so like the medallion, the pendant, instead of going in a circle, like kind of going counterclockwise, it starts to rotate and make like a figure 8. As it sits there, like the wind rushes down the tube and it starts to rotate into a different pattern than what you're used to seeing because it's only gone like clockwise and counterclockwise. And Vallen looks up at you and he says, "My friend, this is good and bad results. It is not possible to answer this question completely. She may be real to you, but she may also not be real. She may be a figment of your imagination. Or she is real, and something bad may have happened to her."
More questions than before. My second question, wizard, is: are my people safe and alive?
I'll ask the same question.
Wheel and woe.
So I see the necklace start to
Yeah, it
move
would
and
like
meander in a
before
weird
you.
way again.
Yeah, like before you asked your question, it's like it did the figure 8, and then it went back to being a circle, right? And then now it goes back to being a figure 8. So like immediately you know. And Valen says to you, this is wheel and woe. Now I will let you know that you're asking a question that is not a solid yes or a no. From what you've told me, you are still alive, and another member of your clan is right over there. It's safe to assume that, yes, your clan is still alive, and no, the clan that you are familiar with, the family you used to have, is no longer around.
Well, damn you and your spells, wizard. My third question:
Mm-hmm.
are there any more of those purple-skinned freaks in Icewind Dale?
Wheel.
The answer you're looking for, as like basically it goes in a circle, right? And then what ends up happening is it stops, and then it slows down, and it like comes towards me, and then it comes towards you, and then it comes towards me and back, and then it goes back to spinning in a circle. And I say, "My friend, I have bad news for you. The answer you're looking for is good. The answer is yes. There are many more."
I would take the sword that I've propped up in front of me and
You're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
lift it up out of the snow a little bit and plunge it deeper down into the snow in frustration. Sag my head down low and brush the hair across my face with my hand. And I move a headband out of the way and I look at Vallen very closely and I point to my forehead and I say, "You have not seen this before, wizard. It stays between you and I. Only 2 others know of this."
Should we go somewhere else then? I mean, this is kind of public. People are all around us. Like if you like look at the map, you'll actually notice that like He literally had.
Oh, whatever. I don't really. Well, Ubis has already. So Ubis has already seen it. Jackal's around the corner, so I don't know if Jackal would see it, and Larry knows about it from a different instance. So Jackal
Well,
might
Timmy's
see
there.
it.
Kind of right there, but
Yeah,
he's really sort of like engrossed in what he's working on. So
Okay.
So he would reveal like a moon-shaped scar on his forehead, and he would say, his last question
boy,
is,
you lived.
if I kill the Frost Witch, can me and Gemma return to the tribe and remove this damn mark?
Whoa, my friend. That was many questions.
You said yes or no.
You said if you kill the witch, now that is one, and then if you are to return to your tribe, that is a second. Now we do not necessarily know if we will be successful.
Then ask the necklace, will I kill the witch?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I just thought about the wording on that. That's specifying me as in Rhaegar killing the witch. So
Yes.
it's probably a wheel and woe for that one too,
Yeah,
but
it's-
I'll
it's
take it.
definitely a wheel.
Yeah, it's a wheel and woe.
Or you could say nothing. You could literally say nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
For
There's
results that
nothing.
aren't especially
Nothing.
so-
good or bad.
So when the necklace
Inconclusive.
when the
It's
necklace
conclusive.
fails to react to the
Yeah,
to the
and so, like,
question,
it's like you've been seeing it rotate and the wind is blowing down this tube, right? And you've been like, oh, it's the wind that's causing like let's just assume that you're like, it's the wind that's making it do this. Like literally the wind is rushing by and the pendant literally just stands still, pointing straight down at the floor.
Rhaegar would shake his hand next to it to try to disturb the wind around it and
Doesn't move.
make you see if it's moving or something else is interacting upon it. And when I notice that the necklace fails to move, I say, Vallen, it seems your tricks have gone on long enough. Thank you for the information, friend.
Just so you know, before you go, this is not good or bad. It is just a question that you have asked that cannot be determined at this moment. The future is always changing, and if you're not willing to try and change it yourself, then you'll never find the answer you seek.
And I would just look distant, and then I would take the scrimshaw necklace in my hand, not in a mean or aggressive way, cup it in
Punch
my hand,
again.
and then slide the cord away from your hand and put it back on my neck and tuck it into my shirt, and then pull the headband back up over my brow and nod at you and say, seems so.
Man, Augury is so problematic. Jason, do you own a Magic 8 Ball?
Yeah, it's basically a magic 8-ball.
That's so
wheel
awesome.
and woe.
Yeah.
And woe.
We should get you one. We should get you one if you don't have one already, and you can just